Hi, this is Marie from ChristianBandHelp.com. Today we're talking about business cards for Christian bands. Business cards have been around for a long time because they work. They remind people about your band. They also give people ways to contact you, and they add to your band's professional image. Every Christian band really needs to have a business card. Be aware that the people who hire your band are business people. So looking like you take your ministry seriously is very important to them. It's easier for them to hire you if you look professional. Even if your band primarily plays to youth groups, you get hired through the youth group leader, but the people who approve your band's performance and your pay are business administrators. So every Christian band really should have business cards because they help you get higher paying and more shows. There are three main places to use your business cards. We usually think of in your band's press kit and on your band's merchandise table. But also, every band member should carry several business cards in their wallets or purses at all times. You never know how many gigs and fans you can get just by handing them your business card. So pass them out liberally to everyone. Business cards must work well as a standalone piece. They must look great on your merchandise table, and they have to coordinate with your physical press kit. But the most important thing to remember when you're creating business cards is that they must be interesting. They must attract attention. Please don't create a business card that looks like this. The only reason anyone will remember this card is because it's an extreme, funny example. There's nothing about its looks that would make us want to know more about this band. Having said that, let's not get too crazy. You want to be able to pass them out as often as possible, so they need to be inexpensive. And remember that business people like creativity, but they like it within the confines of being useful and easily usable. People have tried to get crazy with unusual sizes, but then the cards will not fit into wallets or standard business card holders. More often than not, odd sizes get shoved in between other pieces of paper and thrown away. I recommend your band stays with the standard size of 2 inches by 3.5 inches. You do not, however, have to stand with the standard paper, color, or layouts. Make your business card attract attention by doing something unusual. Here's some ideas to make your business card stand out. Use decorative scissors to trim one edge of the card. Decorative scissors are used to cut designs into the edges of paper. People who make scrapbooks usually have several different patterns. They are inexpensive and available at any craft supply store. You could also handwrite a personal note on the back of each business card. This could be something like, "Hey, my favorite verse is Galatians 6:9. Look it up and let me know what you think," and then sign your name. Use your imagination. Think about what would get a fan to go to your website, or what would help a promoter see that you're serious about your ministry. These notes can be written ahead of time, so they're ready in an instant, and they don't all have to be the same. Different band members can have different notes, and the notes can change whenever you want. You could also design your business cards to be vertical, like portrait, rather than horizontal or landscape. Keep the same size, but change the orientation of the paper. Or you could have some of your copy going vertical and some of it going horizontal. Another way to make your cards look interesting is to add something extra. Do you have an abundance of band buttons? Design a business card around pinning the button onto it. If it fits with your band's look, consider tying on pieces of string or ribbon. Use a basic hole punch to create the places to tie. And you can sew on business cards. Just keep your stitches wide so you don't perforate the paper. So here's some money-saving ideas. Print cards on your home computer just does not make sense anymore unless you have business card stock you want to use up. Staples and OfficeMax online prices for business card stock is about $15.50 for 250 cards. That costs you 6 cents per card, plus the cost of shipping and the ink. And those perforated edges scream 1990s DIY. Instead, Do you have a friend or relative who loves to do scrapbooks? Ask them to help your band by handcrafting your cards. They probably have many scraps they would love to use up, and they would be thrilled that you asked them to help. Not every card has to look the same. You could end up with some really amazing cards, free. If you can spend a little money and want to make things a little easier on your scrapbooking friends, order a rubber stamp with your information on it. This allows your friends to be creative while still keeping your information consistent. For the cost of a rubber stamp, you could have a lifetime supply of extremely creative and almost free business cards. These days, ordering your cards online is extremely popular, but the template designs can be boring. They're not going to stand out because everyone else uses them. The most popular site is Vistaprint.com. They have deals going on constantly, which are free or almost free, but be aware that there is shipping. Still, the cards are inexpensive. One offer that they commonly have is 250 cards for about $6 in shipping. However, they have the Vistaprint logo on the back, which looks cheap and unprofessional. You could modify these cards by using scissors to cut decorative edges and then put scrapbook paper on the back. Glue the two pieces together and you have a truly custom design for about 3 cents per card. The business cards will then have a blank back where you could write your notes. The best online deal I've found for business cards is a sale that Staples runs several times a year. I was able to buy 500 business cards for just under $9 with free shipping because I have a Staples Rewards card. These cards cost about 1.8 cents per card, and I was able to upload my own design. If you're good at all with computers, you should be able to create something amazing and unusual. The only downside to this is that you have to look for the sale and wait for it. But I always post it on Christian Band Help's Facebook page and I tweet about it, so you may want to follow me. My recommendation is that if you don't have friends who will craft free cards for you, find the least expensive business card deal you can get online. These deals change almost daily, so you will have to do your homework. But then you can take these cards and modify them creatively, customize a very simple creative design. I know that many of you are thinking that this handcrafted, customized approach is not edgy enough for your music genre, but I challenge you to check out all the materials that are available. So here's the information that I recommend you put on your band's business card. Remember to keep it simple. You need your band logo and name, and you need your pitch. Your pitch is not just your music genre. It's a one-line description reminding people why they want to contact you. For example, a counter pop culture message of hope from an alt-rock band. You also need your band website and possibly your most popular social media, such as YouTube or Instagram. You need booking information, which is the name of the booking contact person, their phone number, and email. I highly recommend that you do not use a physical mailing address unless you have a band P.O. box. Using a band member's home address could result in unwanted fans showing up on your doorstep at very inappropriate times. The only people who might need your mailing address are promoters, if they're returning physical contracts. Even then, the address can be put on the contract. Some bands include the first names of all the band members. I recommend that your band does not do this because bands typically change lineups faster than they run out of business cards. It's true that business cards can be boring. We've all seen the white paper, black ink with clip art picture versions. Why would your band do that? Your music ministry needs to stand out as a representation of God's love here on earth. I don't think God's boring. Look at all the colors, textures, and shapes He created. Attractive, attention-getting business cards are one more way that you can stand out and demonstrate God's creativity in your ministry. One of the best tools we have developed for you at Christian Band Help is the Christian Band Handbook. This is a resource book that covers topics such as defining your ministry's mission, how to find the right band members, choosing and protecting your band's name, copyrights, press kits and booking, music marketing, how to make the most of your ministry dollars, and a whole lot more. We know what it's like to be a Christian musician. Between us, my husband Mark and I have over 60 years of experience in almost every aspect of music ministry. I wrote this book so you can learn from our experience. We want to help you launch your band on the journey to impact the world around you while avoiding the pitfalls along the way. The Christian Band Handbook is available as a paperback or Kindle ebook on Amazon. You can get the Nook book at barnesandnoble.com. Other ebook formats for every device are also available at most ebook retailers. For more information, go to christianbandhelp.com, click on Store on the navigation bar, and then click on Christian Band Handbook. Or you can click on the link directly below this video. Thanks so much for joining me today. Next week, we're going to discuss another component of your Christian band's press kit, recommendation letters. I'll tell you how to get them and how to use them to get more gigs. See you then.